All right, so when you have this kind of environment here, you're gonna get deer. It's prime targets for deer. So when you want to plant a sunflower garden, you gotta think ahead a little bit and get protection for your babies. That includes deer fencing. This is makeshift deer fencing with fishing line, wrapped several times, every like foot or so. So when the deer come up on the line, they press first with their chest and they notice something strange, but they can't see it, so they back off. The other part is these motion sensor solar powered lights. They will come on as soon as something is moving. They've got a good range too, so we got them on each corner. The third feature at the end is shredding Irish Spring soap flakes all around the exterior. They don't like the scent of that. And we also put smelly things like oregano and lavender, basil, and we also put pokey things, leaves they don't like black-eyed Susan leaves that are rough, lamb's ear leaves that are rough, more black-eyed Susans. And then we put the sunflowers in the middle of these, a little bit far off from where a deer can reach, so they can have a chance at growing. More smellies all the way down. All the way down along the perimeter as much as possible. Lavender, basil, oregano, basil, rudbeckia, lamb's ear. In the very back is an aster. And we have a couple of pineapple sage toward the center to encourage hummingbirds to come. More basil here. And we left this part open a little bit for humans to get through because you have to be able to water and weed, and the client wants to be able to photograph people in her garden with the sunflowers once they're growing. So this is where we have carabiner access. So they can take down the second and the third rows, step through, do what they need to, and put it back. So this is the new garden for the client, and it is deer resistant. I'll not say deer proof, but it is deer resistant. And another feature that makes this deer resistant is that it's very narrow. It's a very narrow bed. And I've said before that deer do not like to jump into places that are narrow if they don't think they can get out again. So many of the places they could jump, like if they tried to jump from back there behind the or by the bushes, it's very narrow there. They wouldn't want to jump back out that way at all. So Chief put in 3, 4, 5 lines. These are really, really strong, and they're secured at each post. So if something gets through this one and it breaks, he can just replace this line. So it's not going to mess up the whole thing. And I can't do this with one hand, so I'll do that with just 2 in a minute. And we had great weather to do this. It was overcast, not rainy. It rained other places, but it didn't rain here. But it is going to rain in a little bit, so they'll get watered in well. Sunflowers love to grow everywhere. But mostly she wanted sunflowers, and sunflower legs are ugly by themselves. And they also, again, they want that protection. They need a little bit of time to grow, to get the roots developed, so that if a deer tries to come in and stick their head in, which they can't reach from here, if a deer were to grab that top and pull, it's going to come right out. It doesn't have a lot of roots yet. But they've been in the grow cells for several weeks now, so they are ready to grow and thrive and be happy. We got a milkweed in the back just for fun, looking for critters again. So 3 purple sage near each other. They'll have red flowers, or if she doesn't like the red, she can cut them off. Milkweed in the middle. Those are all the weeds the client pulled out for us so that we can get to this bed. And this is it. Ta-da! Deer resistant garden. So let you know how that works out. It's Tammy Lowe, the Lazy Northern Gardener out of Macomb, Michigan, completing a job with my crew, the Chief and Jan in Troy. If there's something you might want to have, let me know. I can make it happen. Oh, I forgot to mention, these posts and lines are temporary to see if we can get the deer to stay away and give the plants time to actually grow roots. Okay, that's it. Learn and grow, guys. Love ya. Bye.